Hello, hello. Alex reporting for duty. It's June 10, Wednesday, 2026. Captain's log. Alex reporting for duty. It's my mama's birthday today. Happy birthday, mama. Love ya. I think she's one of the people that watch these videos. I know she's one of my subscribers. 37 of them. Holy moly. What the hell? That's a lot of random people that I don't know. Anyway, I don't care. If I cared, I wouldn't post this shit online. I do this for me, not for you. And for those of you that watch it, cool. Appreciate it. I see you, I feel you, I love you. When I say that, I meant the 3 or 4 people that I know in my life. I think my brother from another mother, and my sister, and my mom, and maybe a fellow that I used to work with. Other than that, I have no idea who watches these. And a cousin of mine, actually. Anywho, yeah. Don't know what to say today. Ooh, I'm a poet. I didn't even know it. Hell of a storm last night, Winnipeg. Holy smoky dokes. That was nuts. There was tornado warnings up the wazoo. My phone was going off. Bling, 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 like every 5 minutes. Trying to sleep at night. I just got tired of it and deleted my phone. Turned my phone off. At like 3 in the morning, I turned it back on because I was like, fuck, how am I going to wake up in the morning? I need an alarm clock. So yeah, woke up to more water in my basement. Not the greatest of mornings, but my window well for a bedroom underneath the master bedroom is not properly designed, so it fills up with water and the window leaked. And it let in a ton of water last night, which I managed to mop up and then dry with a fan or fans. And then last night at about 2 in the morning, it was coming down, man. Holy moly. I thought the roof was going to cave in. The water was so intense. And I just sat there in bed thinking like, oh, fuck, that window well is going to fill again. I'm going to wake up to a bunch of water. Not flooded basement. I keep saying flooded. It's not flooded. We're talking puddles, not inches. I mopped it up in about 15 minutes, but I got to put fans underneath the one of the walls that gets compromised. And I had rebuilt it last year because I gutted my basement because of so many water intrusion problems in this house that the previous owners failed to mention as part of the disclosure, but I bought it as a POA, so I kind of got effed in the A there. Never trust insurance, mortgage, or salespeople, realtors. Fuck. Bunch of fucking snakes, man. I swear to God. Of course they knew. I talked to my neighbor outside during the storm when I was bailing out my window well, and she told me that my house had actually been a drug bust. It was a grow up, 2009 or something like that, or 2008. The guy that was living here, the son was busted. And apparently the mom and dad lived here till the father passed away in 2012. The mom was in her 90s when she sold this house, dementia. And the daughter still lived here, and the son lived here with his wife and his kid in the basement. And I was like, oh my God, I wouldn't subject a prisoner to the basement in this condition. That even in its in state now where it's dry, it's just bare concrete. But it took me about 8 months of mold remediation and vacating the basement of all the rotten wood and insulation and the garbage plumbing and the leaks and the fixing leaks and their plumbing that was just fucking garbage. Like they had drain waste vent, 2 stacks in this house, 3 actually, the bathroom in the basement, the wet bar in the corner of the house, and the kitchen upstairs all had someone that tampered with the DMV, or drain waste vent, sorry, DWV, and didn't cap off 3 vents. So one of them was melted, and the other 2 were just open, so it was venting into the cabinets, or into the cabinet of the wet bar in the kitchen and into the bathroom in the basement. It wasn't even attached to the vertical pipe that goes right into the attic. It doesn't take a plumber or a rocket scientist to figure out that venting gases into your house is not good. So when I ripped the walls down and I noticed that was the first thing I started researching and looking into and confirming what was up to code and running it by some plumbers that I know, like Red Seal Plumbers. And I learned a few things. I learned that just because you're a residential plumber or commercial plumber doesn't mean that you know the code, because I actually found the home plumbing guide for Winnipeg, and the number it gave me for what I was trying to do, I can't remember specifically, the number of changes you're allowed to make before hitting a vent stack or something. You're not allowed to, and I was told that you were. And the only thing I got right was 3 sinks in this house all had S drains, S traps. You're not. You're not. That's illegal. You're not allowed to do that. So first thing I did was tear out all those drains and look at how to replace them with P traps. But anyway, I mean, all in all, the plumbing code is pretty. Once you do enough of it and think about it, it's pretty obvious why they do certain things the way they do. So, yeah, that was a huge mess. And clearly, this basement had been flooded before, because when I ripped up the carpeting and the flooring and the walls, and like everything was moldy and rotted, all the sole plates were, every sole plate on every wall had at least a section that was rotted right to the core. Like break apart like Weetabix. And the flooring was like compressed wood. It wasn't a typical LVL or LVP. It was a click flooring, but wood. Tongue and groove kind of thing. And when I pulled those up, they were in the 3 corners of the house where there was water protrusion. They were coming up like Weetabix in a wet cereal bowl. Like, I was like, fuck me, god damn it. Why wouldn't they? How I missed that, I don't know. I mean, anyway, insurance. My neighbor told me there was fire damage anyway. It was the point that I was getting at. And so clearly they claimed fire. And I'm wondering if that's why my premiums are so high, because they're expecting me to do the same, those fucking cocksuckers. I've never made an insurance claim in my life other than auto accidents, so I'm kind of like, fuck you. I do everything in my power to make sure I never have to, and even when I should, I don't. I fix it myself at my expense. So I'm really frustrated today with insurance because my bill is higher than it needs to be, and it should be. And I gutted the basement at my expense, and I'm fixing all the water protrusion issues. And anyway, I'm hoping I can talk to an insurance agent and see if I can't make a claim, even though the basement's now gutted. So the water coming into the house yesterday wasn't a big deal because the basement's already concrete, and all I had to do was basically just mop it up and throw some fans on downstairs and dry things up, and repeat the process this morning. I threw on a dehumidifier to help get rid of some of the moisture in the air because it was damp down there. But anyway, work in progress. My life is always work. Nothing can ever go easy for me. Top things off. So my taxes are really high. I finally got my personal taxes done. I'm waiting on the bill. I'm really not looking forward to it. It's going to be more than I want to even talk about, and I don't even have that kind of money, but it is what it is. I'll have to sell some RSPs or something. Fuck, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, what was I going to say? Lost myself here. Taxes, federal taxes, income taxes rather. My property taxes I'm in negotiation with the city right now for my house anyway. Insurance is higher. I'm waiting to get back from my insurance agent because that's due for renewal at the end of August. And my license gets renewed this month or July. And I'm not looking forward to that because I had 3 driving infractions in 3 months. February, March, and April. 1 driving infraction each month, right around the 20th. And progressively more expensive. The first one was a couple hundred. The middle one was almost $1,000, and the second one will be an insurance hit. So not looking forward to seeing what happens there, but it is what it is, I guess. And just flooding basements, and again, not flooding, puddles, but still it's wet, it's moisture, and I don't need that in my basement, but thank God there's nothing there. So that changed the priorities of my home renovations strategy for the next month. I need to get that window fixed, and I might as well turn it into an egress so I can Airbnb the basement at some point in the future when the house is all nice and pretty. So Lots to complain about. Not lots to look forward to. My mom's birthday today, so I'm going to take my parents out for dinner later. I don't have a car right now. That was another thing I was going to complain about. Gave my buddy my truck on Friday, and he still hasn't got it fixed. So I texted him again this morning saying, "Yo, dude, I need those wheels, man. It's not fun not having mobility. I'm running out of food. I need to be able to go shopping and just go for a walk in the park or whatever I want to do, and I can't do any of that right now because I am without ride. I'm like a not a seahorse, what are those animals called? Horses with a unicorn. Um, anyway, so oh my goodness, my hip. Oh yeah. So and my hip. To compound matters. Oh man, going up and down the stairs yesterday trying to figure out how to fix that water, and then I was bailing water out of my window well with a big bucket and standing in fucking 6 inches of water outside and no shoes and walking around barefoot, and I stepped on something and punctured my foot, and I was like, fuck. And that water is so dirty and gross, and I sprayed weed killer in there the other day to kill all the weeds because I knew I had to get in there and start excavating. So I hope my foot doesn't fall off. And yeah, and then the hip, of course, which just made life so much more fun because I can barely get out of bed, let alone walk upstairs and fucking walk through 4 inches of water. And ay caramba. Let's see, what else can I complain about? I might as well dump it all now because I've told myself that's it, Alex. Like, no more complaining. There's no one coming to save you. Just head down, fucking march forward, and keep your contract employee happy here, so I at least have money coming through the door because all of this is adding up real fast. I'm looking at thousands and thousands, maybe a $10,000 hit, which I again, fuck. Anyway, let's see what else. What else can I complain about? Oh, something worth noting is it's Pride Month in Winnipeg or in Canada. I'm sure that's a Canadian thing. A lot of people don't like it, want to call everybody the F word and pedophiles and perverts and blah, blah, blah. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't listen to that narrative for a long time. And, I can only attribute it to sobriety and to kind of being like, Alex, look, I hate taking sides, first of all. I've never been good at taking sides. I've talked about this a few times in my videos where I've realized at an early age, man, like it was me, myself, and I, and there was no one coming to save me. And I sort of expect everyone else to go through life with difficulty and misery and solitude and fuck solidarity because I've never had people in my corner. The system fucked me. My parents were there, so I'm grateful for that. But the point of my story is I know now, like, it wasn't helpful for me. It's sort of a selfish way of going through life. It doesn't make me feel better about myself. It made me feel angrier. And short story long, I'm kind of thinking I'll go to Pride this year to prove to myself that I want to know what the fuck goes on at these damn things anyway, right? It's like, is it really full of perverts and pedophiles walking around with their peckers hanging out with children around? Or is that a narrative that's kind of fan blasted by conservative right-leaning types? I don't know. And how the fuck do you know unless you actually go? So I sort of emotionally, I've kind of, what am I trying to say? Committed to the idea of going to check out Pride. Here's the thing. I don't know. I can't go alone. I wouldn't feel comfortable. I've gone to gay bars before, man, and I felt really out of place. I think everybody was fucking staring at me. And not because I'm a handsome man or something, but because they probably thought I was a skinhead or something and there to cause trouble. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. Is my brain running wild on me? They might have just been looking at me because I didn't fit in. And maybe I did fit in. I don't know. Anyway, I can't go alone, so I'm trying to think of someone I can ask to come with me. But I have a few friends that I think are, I don't know, maybe leaning that way, females. Anyway, I got a buddy or two on Facebook that I know are openly out there. So I've been thinking, like, I don't know how they'd react if I was like all of a sudden, hey, can I come with you? I don't want them to think like I'm jumping teams or anything either, but I don't know. How do I like, hey, I want to come with you, but just to make very clear, I'm not switching teams. I have no interest in, that. I just want to come for the experience and to confirm my suspicions that it's not as nefarious or insidious as people say these pride parades are. Just so, like, man, in the future, I can put my foot down and be like, shut the fuck up. Stop making shit up. Because I hate when people do that. Fuck. I hate it when liberals do it. I hate it when fucking conservatives do it. I want the truth at all costs, man. And I don't care what it hurts, if it hurts my feelings or not. I just want the fucking truth. But anyway, I'm getting excited. Yeah. Anyways, it's going on 15 minutes. A pretty long rant, guys. Sorry. I know no one cares about what you complain about, man. It sounds like a me problem, not a you problem. So those of you that continue watching, holy smokes, can I send you money or something? Like, I feel almost guilty that you listen to me rant. P.O. Box 123, fuck you. Anyways, that's good for me. I'm gonna get back to work here, go check out my fans in the basement, because I have lots of fans, like blowing fans, not yay fans. And yeah, I'll probably do an update tomorrow or whatever, and take some videos of that renovation that I'm going to do, because man, oh man, that's going to be a lot of work. Egress windows are fun. So till we chat again, take care. Love you all. Bye.